Hey, what's up guys, aarava here, and welcome back to the episode of my F1 2019 Manager Career Mode here with Ferrari for episode number 13 today at the Japanese Grand Prix. You guys did miss the previous one, which was an absolutely insane race, probably up there with the equal craziest race we've had this season. You know, the first race of the season was insane. Last race, nearly topped it, I think, in terms of the roller coaster emotions I had at the end of that Grand Prix. So be sure to check that one out. That came out literally just yesterday. But yeah, we're here at the Japanese Grand Prix, hoping for a decent race. We did come away still leading the Constructors' Championship, but now the gap is only 2 points. It was 4 previously, it's now 2. So it's really, you know, crunch time now. As we go to the calendar, we've only got 4 rounds left. And Merc look pretty decent. They're still there. They very much gave us a good run at Russian. They went on to obviously win the Grand Prix, despite us at one point having a 1-2, I think, on the cards. But yeah, we've got the Japanese Grand Prix coming up. Rain, apparently, for practice quali, and then not the race, so we'll see about that. Japan has always been kind of a crazy one as well. So we could have 2 races in a row of madness, because in previous seasons, Japan has been a very insane one. I think I fondly remember being very aggressive on the strategy with, I think, the Red Bull career was back in the day, and we did some mad overtakes in the last lap, so hopefully there will be another good GP ahead of us for this episode. But in terms of our pit crew, well, one of you guys put in the comments below that I should remember to check the contracts of these guys, and what happened is, in that time, I didn't check the contracts, and I was going to do that this episode. It's too late now. I've lost all of them, so that's great. The good thing is, most of these guys are quite low on the mistake percentage, so that is pretty decent, and we've also got some decent guys we can hire straight away, but that's maybe something I need to look into even now, is just making sure I lock down a lot of these guys on good contracts. But we're going to go ahead and reject the rest of these guys because they're all pretty bad. We're going to go back to here and just check the contracts for everyone. 8 races, that's fine. 4, I could probably renew that, probably, yeah. Go ahead. 5 as well. I think 8's okay. 11, my man, okay. 3, defo, replace him, renew him, or rather. 9 races, he's a really good one, though, so I'm going to renew him for quite a long time. This guy, oh, definitely, 1 race only, jeez, good thing I checked that. That was 9, that was 5, we'll redo this guy. 12, obviously, and then 12, okay, cool. So 12's the max, I guess, then. So percentage-wise, this guy can be definitely swapped out. That's the only real thing there. But apart from that, that's pretty okay. The pit stop time does go up to 2.8, which is a little bit annoying. But if we swap this dude out, it goes down to 2.5. But that's a mistake percentage on that front jack, which maybe I'm not too amazed by, but we'll just deal with it, and we'll go ahead then. So yeah, that's great. I literally did read one of your guys' comments, last episode about doing that. I was gonna be like, okay, I'll do it at the start of this episode, and what's happened is it's too late. So that's very aarava things in the Motorsport Manager career mode. Right, after the win today, we're wondering any thoughts about Hamilton. I'm going to say he's an interesting driver. I don't know yet, really. But yeah, it seemed like a lot of you guys were kind of for looking at other drivers. So I think we should have a little gander around, basically, the driver market, see what's what. So I'm gonna do that right now, a little bit off camera, and then we'll cut back in with my little shortlist, maybe, of what we're thinking. Right, having a little look here around what our options are. Of course, we're trying to go maybe for someone that's a little bit better than Leclerc. He's just under 4 stars there. So we look at the kind of what we could go for. Obviously, you've got the big names that we're probably not going to go for, though, and, you know, a lot of these are real high contract breaks, like 14 million for Hamilton, nearly 10 million for Alonso, but I've signed Alonso so many times in Motorsport Manager. 8 million Ricardo, but we've got, you know, here, you know, Verstappen, you know, it's talked about before, you know, would Verstappen ever leave Red Bull in real life, you know, go to Mercedes, go Ferrari, you know, it could be a very tasty prospect. He's actually very low on wage compared to, you know, the caliber of driver he is, only 750k, so we can maybe kind of, you know, afford him, basically, because he, you know, if he wants more than that, obviously, that'll be higher, but I don't think it'll be ludicrous to, like, 1.7 million for, like, Hamilton per race, and his contract break is 6 million, which is not too bad, and you could probably get him to pay for it, potentially. Odds could go with Pascal Wehrlein. He is obviously someone that we know well from Motorsport Manager. I've signed him a few times on the game, so I maybe don't want to go for him just for the sake of we've done it already, but we're going to go ahead and favourite those two there. Jean-Eric Verne, he's a little bit old though, 29. I kind of want to go for a youngster. I don't really want to go for someone who's maybe like the top end of 20s. I kind of want to go for someone in the lower bottom of the 20s, but as we scroll down, pretty much all these guys who are a lot higher rated granted, are on the older side of the spectrum there. So, I don't know. It's a case of, do we stick with the Leclerc and just hope he kind of grows, maybe? Because it doesn't look like he has actually, we don't know what his potential is, because the mod changes, the mod we got installed, the potential system has changed completely, so it's really based upon how they do on track. So, obviously, Vettel, at the beginning of the season, I believe he was only just over 4 stars, maybe, and he's now at 4.5. At one episode, I think 2 episodes ago or something like that, he was at 5 stars. Like, on the back of his 5-win streak, he was rated 5-star. So the potential is very much depending on how they do on track. So, you don't know. We could keep Leclerc and just see how he kind of does and hope that, maybe to the next season that he kind of picks up the pace. But, I don't know, we could go for someone else. Maybe, I don't know, if you guys want me to go for, one of the, not midfield driver, but one of the kind of mid-tier drivers, and kind of see if we can grow them up. I don't know, like maybe like someone that was a missed cause from Ferrari. I don't know, Sergio Perez maybe, or even go for another Spaniard, Carlos Sainz maybe in the Ferrari. Obviously, he's the absolute bossing the midfield right now in Formula 1. So I don't know. We'll favourite those kind of people. Maybe not Hulkenberg. He's 32, getting on a little bit. Anyone else really that picks our fancy? Don't really think so. No, I think we've got maybe our kind of little pool of maybe people we want to go for. I mean, I just don't fancy going for any of these guys. Raikkonen returning to Ferrari, that'd be kind of funny storyline, but I don't know. We've overdone Rosberg. We've signed Rosberg so many times in this game. So yeah, I don't know. I think those are kind of our favourites. Maybe Ricciardo. Maybe if you guys want to see me try and get Ricciardo, perhaps him. I think those are kind of a short list. Let me know what you guys think about that. I would be very tempted to do Verstappen, just because it's a very interesting, dynamic there. Vettel v Verstappen in a Ferrari. That'd be pretty crazy. But also, you got Ricciardo and Vettel, joined up together, old Red Bull teammates. And then you've got the kind of more, I don't know, potential drivers rather than the established ones of Ricciardo and Verstappen. So let me know. Or do we just stick with Leclerc? I'm not too sure. I think, in a way, like I said, having Leclerc kind of being a little bit inconsistent helps the series in a way, because it means that Mercedes are always there. And it's, this season so far has been so close. I mean, we're 2 points to go with 4 races left. It's very, very close. But at the same time, obviously, we're still trying to build a good team at the end of the day. So, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. But obviously, there's nothing to talk about in terms of the car, because we're not developing the car. We're saving money till the end of the season. Obviously, unless I feel like there's an emergency purchase needed. But right now, I think we're fine. We've got the best car on the grid, so I'm not too worried about that. So let's just move forward then towards practice, I guess, and any other kind of bits and bobs and mail that we might have. Alright, so in terms of tyre selection, medium tyre wear. Japan, I've always felt like Japan, you get rewarded for going aggressive here at this circuit in the game. So going to go with plenty of super softs, maybe alter some decent soft tyres, and maybe only, I don't know, 3 sets of mediums. Let's go very aggressive. I think this is the way to go. Usually we have gone conservative this entire season, but I think both drivers, I think, will benefit from going aggressive here at Japan. It always has kind of worked out here, and we might need to if this heavy rain in practice and quali. There's a very good chance that if it actually does rain these 2 days, then it probably will rain on race day. So there's a good chance we go aggressive anyway with the super softs in the race. In terms of fit parts, everything is the same as last episode, basically. Obviously, all our parts are maxed out pretty much, so there's nothing really more to do on that front. So let's just get into practice and see what the weather's going to entail. Alright, so it doesn't look like it's going to be raining at the start. It will rain later, though, so we'll take them in. I feel like Leclerc's lost a feedback number. I swear he used to be 14. He's now 13, so that's a bit worrying. I think we should have a setup for Japan safe somewhere. Just looking at the tyres, I think Japan's got a bit of a glitch setup where it's 15 to 17 laps on super softs. It's the same for soft tyres, and then marginally more than medium, so in hindsight, actually, probably don't want to use a lot of softs, because you may as well use super softs, because they've got more speed, obviously. So I'm going to start off on the super soft tyres, because if that rain continues on for the entire session, I'm going to want super soft tyre, super soft knowledge at least for quali, let alone the race really. So we'll start off with that. Seems kind of logical. Then move to inters, get some inter knowledge. That might be useful in the race. Don't know, but this one might be a bit of a weird session and practice, and we're just gonna have to make do with what we can get really in terms of the knowledge. But at the same time, I also want to get the setup right. I think I'll wait till it starts to rain though, to bring them in and check this up. So I'll do probably all 4 of these laps, basically, get the knowledge done, and then see how the setup is, really. It's one that Vettel used in my Renault career, so, like I said before, it's the same AI, obviously a different car, though, so, I don't know, we'll see how these two take to it. Right, going to bring them in as the rain starts to fall down. We've got level, just under level 2. That's a little bit annoying there, so hopefully we can get that right at the end. It's going to be Inters now for a decent bit. The setup is not amazing, 1 good and 2 great, so we could do better there, but it's an okay baseline, I guess. In terms of downforce, I can't tell what they want there. Vettel's right in the middle. What's Leclerc saying in terms of him? Even though he's got lower feedback, sometimes it's easier to tell with him. It looks like higher downforce, I would say. So go for higher rear wing. I've already got a pretty high front wing, so we can't go much higher on the front wing. We'll try that off for size. Speed balance, though, let's go towards top end speed. Only a little bit, though, because we're already on great. And then handling towards understeer. Let's see how that goes for him. We'll go for how long we got on this. Probably, I would say 8 laps, I think. That's a bit longer than 4 laps. On Inters, go out. And then Leclerc, the same thing. Let's bump up your downforce. I'm going to say go lower a little bit on speed balance since he's got a little bit more to go than Vettel. And then we'll go towards understeer there. 4 laps, Inters and out. Right, should be able to get at least level 2 on the Inters, I think, in the same period. Because we had less than 4 laps and we almost got to level 2 on the super soft tires. So we should comfortably get level 2 on the Inters, which I think if it does rain will come in handy, of course. But race trim will get to level 3. That's the only annoying thing. I actually might bring them in. I'm going to bring them in now, switch them over to quali, because I may as well, because I need to, obviously, still get quali knowledge with them all. So, Vettel's in, send out. Okay, he's 1 great, excellent, and 1 good. So, wants oversteer on the handling then, but is good with the, Actually, wait, hang on, might not be. Wait, hang on. What? I'm so confused now. Where am I going with this? Right, go back to that. That was good. That was great. So, yeah, I want oversteer. All right, I went the wrong way on the suspension on there. So that might be excellent. He was already excellent on the speed balance, so that was pretty decent. So let's try and bring that back down to there. And then with the downforce, maybe even a little bit more downforce, potentially. We'll go quali trim, 3 laps, back out on Inters, and then with Leclerc... the speed balance is not correct, so he was poor on that, or not okay on that, I should say. That's good, so he wants it more towards top end speed like Vettel did. So maybe something like that would be excellent. That was fine, so try and bring that back down. And then the downforce was great, so again, just a little bit more, I think. Maybe is the trick with that. I think we'll be good with that one. I think that might be it. I have a good feeling about that. Right, 3 laps into... Once they finish those 3... It'll probably just about stop raining, and then we can go quickly back to the super soft tyres. So we're going to have Inters and super soft knowledge. So really, it's all the ingredients for a very aggressive wet to dry or dry to wet race, to be honest. So just deliver it, game, please. Right, that setup is not exactly what we need from Vettel. Still a little bit iffy there on the handling, so I can't really scratch how we're doing it. Let's see, he's gone up a little... Okay, so he's gone... Okay, so he didn't want actually more downforce then. He wanted like a little bit less then, a little bit less. Like something like that. Is that going to be excellent, maybe, for Vettel? That was fine. So handling we need to bring back to where we were. And then same with the speed balance. Try and... Oh, this is going to be a nightmare. Try and bring... Oh, God. Try and bring this down somehow. There we go. Is that... it's just maybe going to be it. That little fine edge. Right, quali. Still got to get 1 level done on quali. We'll go back on these super softs. And with Leclerc, you're the same thing. You're in the exact same boat. We're just not quite there yet. We will do, though. We will do. That's good. That's great. So bring it back down a little bit, or go the other way. I don't know. Yeah, go the other way. Just under that, right? That was excellent. So I need to bring the handling back to. Oh no! Come on! No, fine margins there. Oh god, this is so fiddly. Right, no, I feel like we need to do that, and then that was excellent. So bring that all the way here. And then little flick there, and that should be golden. Okay, I think that might be something we can work with. I think. I hope. One more click. Oh, damn it. Nah, I need a fine click like that. Yeah, there. No, one more. That's good. I think that's good. Okay, I think that's good. Right, that was a big faff. Apologies. Right, super softs. That should be it. Right, end of practice session. We got level 3 on the supers. So all the tyre knowledge we could have gone for, we did get. I don't know about the setup. We'll have to see about that now as we go to quali. But pace looking okay there. Vettel top in the session, super soft tyres. But we'll see how the Mercs turn up at quali. And for now, quali is going to be dry in Q1. Setup, what are we saying? There we go. All purple there for Leclerc. 2 purple and great for Vettel. Does that mean Leclerc has a chance for pole position again? I wouldn't mind that. But let's go super soft tyre and quali then. Obviously, if it does rain, well, we'll have to deal with it, basically. But for now, it's all dry. So we're going to go with super soft knowledge. And ironically, though, not even qualify on super softs in this session, because we'll go to softs, because we may as well not waste tyres, rather have all free choice of tyres, all nice, clean, fresh tyres to use in the race tomorrow. So, again, usual strategy. Shouldn't be any biggie. And actually, good thing I sent them out straight away, because it's going to rain a little bit later here. So, going to get this lap in nice and early, and then come in. And as it starts to rain, these guys will be nice and dry in the garage. Literally perfect timing. They come through last sector in the garage, and they can just sit there. Everyone else is out on dry tyres on a wet track. So you never know, there might be someone caught out. Is there anyone going to be caught out? Doesn't look like it. I think everyone just managed to set a time, actually, like we did. On the dry tyres before the rain really started to come down. So no real surprises or shocks there. Bottas and Hamilton through. So that's the kind of main important thing that we're worried about. So through to Q2 then. Alright, Q2's all dry right now, and it looks like it might be dry for the entire session, really, but either way, I was always going to send them out nice and early here, just like we did in Q1, just to make sure we get through on the dry tyre, and this time, no situation where, maybe we could qualify on inters and have a free choice for tomorrow's race. I think it looks like it's going to be a pretty clean, dry track for this entire thing. Only thing is, track grip's going to go up and up and up, because obviously we've got a green track now, because the water washed away all the grip at the end of Q1. But we should still be fine, comfortably make it through into Q3, I should think, even with the difference of track grip here. I mean, I maybe could be wrong. Let's have a look here. It doesn't look like it. It looks like our car is very much on the pace there. Hamilton is, it's mega close there between all four of us. Man, look at that. Vettel, Leclerc, Bottas, and Hamilton all covered by 700ths. Actually, Verstappen as well. 5 cars covered by 800ths of a second. That is insanity. Q3's upon us, and there is rain. There we go. So it's a little bit different here. So this might be up in the air here. It was very close in the dry. In the wet, you just don't know. And oh my god, it's going to start raining quite hard. So send them out quickly. On to inters now. Because by the time they get through to start the lap, we'll just maybe get one sector inters running going. Although saying that, it's going to stop raining halfway through the session. So there will be a dry run maybe right at the end. But let's quickly get this banker lap in and just see how we can do on these inters. As it goes to pretty much now, that's full wet territory there as the track is soaked. But at the moment, doing okay. That first sector will be the winner for us right now in this provisional pole fight. So we're up into first and second. Leclerc 2.5 tenths off. And you can see there, Stroll woefully off the pace there, as I'm sure a lot of people will be. You can see there, wow, whopping 4.4 off the pace for Hamilton on those inters in the full wet conditions. But now it's going to dry up here. So let's wait all the way to the end of the session. Literally 2 minutes to go. Send them out on super soft tyres. But for now, we have provisional pole. Right now, Stroll's in third place. Pretty crazy. I would very much take this grid, but it's going to dry out. So everyone surely would be sending their cars out again right at the death of it. The only thing is, this might cause a lot of traffic here now. But we'll have to deal with it. Going to send Leclerc now, and I'll wait for Vettel. I'll really air him out like that. Okay, that might be a little bit fine there. That might be very fine margins. That's about maybe 10 seconds to go for Vettel. Leclerc will comfortably make the time. Will Vettel, as we go through the hairpin, cross the line. There we go. About 14 seconds to go. Gets past that Merc, so decent amount of clean air. There's a Renault right there, but I think he might be on... No, he's on a slow lap there, but he gets out of our way pretty quickly. It's a green only for Vettel. 2 greens for Leclerc. Hamilton is on pole. Hang on. In this, Hamilton set a really quick time, and at the moment, we're not setting purple. Leclerc set 2 greens, not a purple, though. Vettel has. Across the line, Leclerc. Oh, it's only P4 for Leclerc. 2.5 tenths off Hamilton there. Only P4. Verstappen's done really well, but it's purple for Vettel's second sector. What will it be? Across the line, and it is pole position for Sebastian Vettel. The lad, he's been doing it all season here, he has. That's exactly what we needed. Exactly what we needed. Pole position, but Hamilton second, Verstappen third, Bottas fourth, and Leclerc fifth. We've got a real fight on our hands once again to just try and get points on Mercedes and the constructors. Right now, if it ended like that, Merc would be looking pretty okay, actually. So we need Leclerc to kind of buck up a little bit and move on from P5. We need Vettel to stay there in P1 for all the race, but just don't know. Will there be rain for the race? We just don't know. Alright, so at the moment, it's going to start off all dry. We don't know what the forecast will be past lap 18. I have a feeling it actually probably will just stay dry completely. So in that case, we have to go with super soft knowledge. But in the end, the tyre choice we made in terms of bringing more softs won't matter. Because it was going to, we had that practice session. We wouldn't have got any knowledge for the other tyres anyway. So it worked out. We know these will go about, or fresh ones will go about 15 to 17, won't they? These go 13. We've got 36 laps. So aggressive two-stop on super softs, really, because those go 13, go 15 laps. Those probably only go 11, let's be fair. So 11, so then we go 5, 16, 26, and then 10 to the end. So I think aggressive two-stop on super softs is actually the motive here. Unless it rains then that'll change things. But if it does rain, we'll be aggressive anyway. So I'm actually feeling good about this. I think we have a good chance here. Just need to, hopefully, not have these two fall down the order again on lap number 1. And you can see there, Sebastian Vettel in the form he is with pole position. Once again, 5-star rated going into the race. This is what I'm saying, that the potential with the mod is so different to how it was on the base game that you just can't tell if Leclerc will improve or not. He just needs to perform in the actual races, and then he could actually, in theory, then become a better driver in game, because that's how the new potential works with the mod. Alright, so here we go then to 5 red lights to the Japanese Grand Prix. Vettel on pole, Leclerc 5th place here. 5 red lights are out and we're on the way, and it's an absolute cracking start for Vettel there. Nearly said Hamilton. It wasn't a cracking start for Hamilton. He's down to P3. Verstappen has overtaken him to P2. Vettel leads the way. Verstappen, though, very close behind there. Leclerc is down to P6. He's behind Sergio Perez. I don't know what on earth is going on with him. And God forbid, if you crash today, Leclerc, if you crash, I swear to God, you're out of the team. You're actually out the team if you crash today. That is my contract clause to you right now, verbally, as the race goes on. If I was actually the team principal here of Ferrari, I'd be on the team radio saying, right, mate, yeah, cool, good start, all right, up into P4, but if you crash, your contract's getting ripped up within the season. Just letting you know, lad. I thought this would be the best time to tell you into turn 1, as you're battling Hamilton for P3, that I will tear up your contract. Yeah, cool. And you know what? It's nearly working, because he nearly made an absolutely insane move to the inside of Hamilton. He's now made this switchback move on Hamilton, and he's up into P3. Hamilton is suffering here. The Mercedes car not doing too well there, and the Red Bull is looking pretty decent here at their engine supplier's home Grand Prix in 2nd place there with Verstappen. Although saying that, Gasly, where is he? He's down in P9, so less said about that, the better. But anyway, with Vettel, let's go conserve in medium, because he is a whopping 4.7. When this man gets pole, and when he gets 5-star rated on the game, he is untouchable. It's actually insane. Look at this man, 5.5. This is 2013 Vettel entering the server and never leaving the server. This is madness. But Leclerc, you need to be doing a better job, mate. We need to conserve your tyres. That's one thing. We'll stay on overtake mode, actually, because I can't really afford to not be, because otherwise you will be swamped by Hamilton. But we need to try and save these tyres very much so. And now we're saying we're on a low fuel delta, so we also need to do that. So actually, at the moment, we've got a bit of an issue here. We need to really try and bring down these tyre temps very quickly with both drivers, even. Even Vettel struggling to bring the tyre temps down. So it would seem, I forgot about that. Maybe at Japan, the tyre temps go up and they stay up. At the moment, though, if Leclerc was to finish here, and the race finished like this would work out for us. We would get a lot of points on Mercedes. And Hamilton and Bottas now are nearly side by side there, so they're fighting. So hopefully I can get away from them a little bit here. We're going to about a lap, well, I hope a lap 11. I think lap 10 probably for Leclerc, I would say, or maybe even earlier. Maybe lap, I don't even know. I would say maybe even lap 9. Like, start pushing now, pretty much, I think. Yeah, I think it's going to, yeah, worn tyres, there you go, yeah. I'm going to start pushing with Leclerc now. I'm going to come in on lap 8. So it's going to be a very early pit stop for Leclerc. Very, very early one, but it needs to be made here. He's going to gain 1.7 seconds here. That is a really good job there on this in-lap there. 2.1 gained on this in-lap there. Absolutely berserk. Right, we're going to go on to, oh, well, it's changed actually now. It's not glitched anymore. It says for Leclerc, 14 to 16 and 13 to 15. That's kind of almost overlapping, though. I don't think Leclerc can do it, though. I don't think Leclerc can do it, so we'll go with soft tyres. But then again, we've got level 3 on the super soft, so we might need to, you know what, just screw it. Aggressive. We're going to send it and go aggressive as ever and just see what happens. If we have to make another pit stop, we have to make another pit stop. But here we go. Easy does it on that tyre. Let's push Vettel now, because he needs to on that in-lap of his. Leclerc, let's go neutral and medium, or pushing medium actually. Push on the in-lap, on the out-lap rather. Vettel's on the one on the in-lap, but he's actually got a lot of tyre wear left in him, so I'm going to keep on going there. We'll gain 1.3, we'll gain even more. He's gained 1 second here, looking good. Tyres overheated, that's fine. Onto another set of super soft tyres. He's gone 10 laps, another 11 laps, and then probably, I think actually both drivers might need a soft tyre stint, actually, maybe at the end, just to pull this through, but we'll see about that. Oh, mistake on the rear jack for Vettel. We're held up by 2.5 seconds there. So it's a little bit slower than I wanted, but we're still ahead of Verstappen by a decent margin, so that's kind of fine. Right, up into P3 once more, and we're 3 seconds ahead of Valtteri Bottas now. That Bottas has pit. Hamilton's pit. He's down to P6 with Albon in the Toro Rosso and mediums right now as they go side by side, though, you can see. But, right, so the sticks is we've got 8 seconds to Verstappen. That's good. 2 seconds to Verstappen from Leclerc. He's actually not too far off. We maybe still have the 1-2 in our eyes, maybe. We'll just have to see how this goes. I'm going to keep Leclerc on conserve for a lot of this stint because I need to stretch these super softs with him a lot, because he pit obviously 2 laps earlier than Vettel, and now we know probably this is turning into a 3-stop rather than a 2-stop. I think if we're going on, if we're going super aggressive on softs, on super softs. Right, 18 laps to go. I'm going to go pushing now with Leclerc, overtake mode, and we're going to push in like a stabbed route on this in lap. See how much time we can gain here. We've gained, what's that going to be? 8 tenths. Any more? Come on, surely 1.3. There we go. That's more like it. Closing up to Verstappen. Do we pit in now? Ooh, do we keep pushing? Do we keep pushing? Or no? Push now. We'll pit in now. Pit in now. Right. Another set of supers. We're going very aggressive here. Fast pit stop. Risk it for a chocolate biscuit. Come on. No mistake, please. No mistake. No mistake. Come on. There we go. Lovely stuff. Right. Pushing on the outlap as well. Let's go. Let's go. Meanwhile, Vettel's tyres underheated. So I need to try and get some heat back in them. That won't be too difficult, though, at Japan. That's better. Okay. Brought that back into temps. 1.5. It's all good. He's got way more to go in this GP. Right, so the fast lap of the Grand Prix with Leclerc. Overheated the tyres whilst doing it, but still did it. So pace is looking okay. We'll conserve tyres. We'll get past Verstappen. There we go. We've jumped Verstappen there with Leclerc. So we're a net P2, but we've got way more worn tyres. But I think all of us are doing a 3-stop here. I think surely we are. So we've got ahead of Verstappen on that undercut. Now, we just try and see this through. Actually, just try and be as fast as we can in this stint. And try and build a gap to Verstappen, because I think we have to definitely pit. I don't know about Verstappen, but we're definitely pitting again with Leclerc. And Verstappen's overtaken us. Verstappen's overtaken us. He's pushed hard. We had to save some fuel with Leclerc, and he's got past us. That's unfortunate. With Vettel, we will be fine to come in on this lap, and still be all fine for the 2-stop, I should think, really. He's going to come in. We'll go low fuel. Comes in. What's Leclerc saying? Let's go conserve. Vettel's okay on the tyre wear. Right, conserve and medium there for Vettel. Let's try and just bring down the fuel a little bit there and kind of conserve the tyres for him. Leclerc, he's 1 second behind Verstappen. All right, keep it going, mate. Keep going. We need to. I need to back up here and try and save tyre wear and also push again. So we'll save tyre wear and then push. Tyres overheated. Well, we're getting 1.3. We're very close to Verstappen there. Keep on going, mate. Keep on going. Right, now we go overtake mode. We're going to come in on this in lap. There's a lot of traffic there. Come in. Soft, super soft again. Go for a fast pit stop again. Go low fuel as we come in this last sector. Right, we're right behind Verstappen. He's on, well, he might see it through to the end. We're going very aggressive with Leclerc. This is the only way to do it. We're down to P5. Oh, we've got a lot of time to make up now, this extra pit stop, but Leclerc was not making it through to the end there, so I've committed to the very aggressive strategy. Leclerc, go chase him, mate, go chase him. Right, Leclerc sets fast up the Grand Prix. He's overheated his tyres, but he's gaining at a rate of knots on the car's head. Magnussen is going to retire. Vettel's all good. We're just pushing him and getting the tyre temps up again. The fuel's good for him. We've not got too much fuel with Leclerc. Also now our tyres overheating, but I don't want to overheat them too much. Vettel's now setting fast up the Grand Prix. That's good. Surely these guys are going to pit. That's such little time. 2 laps to go. Throw the kitchen sink at it. Don't care if the tyres overheating. Throw the kitchen sink at it. Go, go, go. Bottas has just overtaken Hamilton. They're swapping the positions. They're fighting. Now set a purple middle sector there. They're just there. Come on, Leclerc. You can get back up to P3 minimum at least. Final lap of the Grand Prix. Here we go. Fast lap of the Grand Prix for Leclerc. He's flying here. He's got a little bit low fuel, though. Need to watch out for that. He's up into P4. He's going to try and overtake Hamilton with mechanical issues here. Come on, mate. You can do it. You can do it. Overtake mode now. Go into the hairpin. Overtake him. Good stuff. Up into P3 again. He couldn't get P2, but he's made the very aggressive 3-stop work today, Leclerc. Vettel wins the Japanese Grand Prix. Absolutely amazing. Dominant display. 20 seconds ahead of his nearest rival. Verstappen second, but what a drive from Leclerc. That's really solid. P3 for us. And so that means we get a load of points on Mercedes in the championship. That was a real nice race from Leclerc. Couldn't get Verstappen, but in the end, it looked like our race was always going to be with Mercedes, and we did the job. 1 extra pit stop, made it up in literally 4 laps. He made that time up of 10 seconds or whatever, and he came through for the podium. Decent job. So in the end, Leclerc's the one that gets the 2 extra points for fast up the Grand Prix there. So he had some obviously decent pace with the aggressive strategy. First and third. And so Vettel is now 44 points ahead of Hamilton in the championship. That is mega. Mathematically, Hamilton can still win it, though, I think. I'm pretty sure. Constructors, 22 points. That's massive now. From 2 to 22. That was a big double podium for our team. Alright, so 3.4 million then in the bank, all good, and so that's going to be a very nice total number in terms of cash there, but a very, very good episode then at Japan, can't complain. I mean, it would have been nice to get Verstappen and get that one too, but Leclerc just didn't have the tyre wear pace. I don't know if there's any way to improve his tyre wear or whatever like that, I don't know, but we've now got a cool nearly 35 million in the bank. That is going to be wonderful for next season, for building next year's car. But guys, if you did enjoy this episode, be sure to smash the like button. I've got to say, massive thank you for the support on the series still, guys. Like the last few episodes are still getting over 1,000 likes on the videos, which is really, really cool, because obviously it's a 3-year-old game, this, you know. This game came out in 2016. I know Manager Career Mode is not everyone's cup of tea, but those of you who do watch are just still smashing the support, so I really appreciate it, and appreciate that you guys are enjoying it as well. Let me know in the comments below what you thought. If you are new around here, do get subscribed for weekly 4-on-1 content. I've been aarava. Hope you enjoyed today. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.